Continuing in our series about leadership, today I want to talk about a quality of a great leader that, maybe you haven't considered as you evaluate your leadership qualities or as you assess the leadership qualities of your team, of your leaders. And that's innovation and how important it is for a leader to be innovative. Now, if you're like me, you hear that and you think, yeah, I don't know, I'm not very innovative, and I'm not up on the latest technology, and I'm good at doing what I need to do today, but thinking into the future, I'm just not great at that. And I think, first of all, we need to challenge ourselves to get better at that, all the things I just mentioned. We need to challenge ourselves, if we're a good leader, to be as up on technology as we can be and to be as forward thinking as we can be. But here are two other ways that you can become more innovative or instill innovation in your people. Number one is ask your direct reports. It doesn't have to just come from you. Ask your direct reports. What do you need in order to do your job more successfully, more effectively, more effortlessly, more quickly, easier for you, but then ultimately easier for the member, okay? Keep that forefront. Don't just do it once a year in an engagement survey. Don't just have a suggestion box where, you might get 2 or 3 suggestions a year, that are fruitful. Keep it as part of your regular dialogue and ask your people, what do you need? And maybe here's a better question. Ask them why. Observe them in action and say, why are you doing it that way? Or why do you think we do it that way? Or what do you think would be a better way of doing that? Observe them, ask them, and really keep that part of your dialogue. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is involve others in this effort, in this discussion to be more innovative. Even if this other person or these other people have nothing to do with what you are trying to produce. I learned this, I don't know, I guess it's been 15 or so years ago in an efficiency study that we did to learn how to just do even simple transactions faster. And one of the great learnings from that I've never forgotten and I've tried to apply as much as I can is sometimes the person who is doing the job is not the right person to improve the job because they're too myopic, they're too heads down, they're too focused on the day-to-day. We need to get the perspective of someone totally outside of that realm. And that's what I'm proposing here with point number 2 is ask somebody else to take a look at what you're doing or what your people are doing to get an outside, unbiased, third-party perspective. Somebody who doesn't know the history of why you've been doing it this way and doesn't know about the limitations of why you can't do it a different way, okay? So this ideally would be somebody from outside your organization, but I know that's not always feasible or practical. Get somebody from another department to, just if ideally spend a couple hours with your people watching them and talking to them. But even if not, just propose to them, hey, this is a an area where we need to get better at. We need to become more innovative in this area. Do you have any thoughts, any perspective on, what we might do, or what do you do, or things like that? So get their perspective. And if you're a C-level person, sometimes that's talking to not another a peer, another C-level person. Maybe it's talking to somebody that's in their department. If you're head of retail, talk to a lender, a commercial lender, for instance, who not only knows your credit union, but knows the businesses that they sell to and that they interact with. If it's somebody in technology, don't talk to the CIO. Talk to one of your, help desk people who hear from perspectives and challenges from all over the credit union, every department of the credit union, and therefore can maybe identify some best practices that way. But the key takeaway is you don't have to be the only one that leads this innovative effort with your team. Get others involved. All right. So 3 things to recap in reverse order. Get other perspectives, ideally outside perspectives. Ask your people for their input, their ideas, their thoughts, their challenges. Keep that an ongoing dialogue. And you yourself, challenge yourself to become better or more knowledgeable at the things that are going to help your teams become more innovative.